All right. Good afternoon, everybody. We would like to introduce today to you the new generation of education and certification in oral implantology. Tamimi Academy and the American Institute that is founded by me is now launching the IBOI. This is an international board of oral implantology which will do the education and recognize the qualification and do recertification for the people on a high level of work in implantology. So today we will explain to you all about this beautiful logo and certificate. What does it mean and how you can get this certificate. So let's discuss with you our system of education. Since Tamimi Academy, as we explained, it as an American institute launching the International Board of Oral Implantology, there is a system of education and a system of education to lead the dentists for a high level of education to the target that they want to get. Because oral implantology at the moment, it is a specialty by itself, it's a multidisciplinary approach, multiple specialties are integrated together from surgery to prosthetics to periodontics, and we put this all together in 1 year curriculum, and we call it the Implantology curriculum of the Tamimi Academy. And this is based on a 1 year curriculum of 10 modules. So the beginners, who never had any education in implantology, they can take a systematic education by 10 modules, which will extend detailed later. Of course, the participants who finish this 1 year curriculum, they will be recognized by a fellowship in oral implantology. People who want to do further education, they can come and do one comprehensive board review module, as you can see here, and sit for 2 parts of examination, part 1 written and part 2 oral examination, where they present cases. And if they are successfully passing this examination from the board of directors, they will get a prestigious certificate and the status of a diplomate of the IBOI. IBOI is also now recognized as a part of a master's degree in the University of Duisburg in Germany in cooperation with the International Medical College. So people who did this education and who have this certificate, they will be recognized in the master program if they want to do the master program by reducing the time and the requirement of the master, of course, and also the fees that they are paying from the university. So these basic modules, which we are targeting for it, the young dentists who never had any education, that they can get a systematic education, and of course, this education, we are having a high standard of faculty in Tamimi Academy, more than 30 professors around the globe. They are all experienced in implantology, and they are academicians in many universities around the world, and they have experience in teaching courses in implantology, and they follow our curriculum in order to get the people this series of education. Of course, our participants, after they finish this series of education, they will be entitled the fellowship in oral implantology. And this is not the end of the track, because everybody wants to be internationally recognized and appreciated. Then they can be ready after the completion of these requirements to sit for the IBOI examination. It is a comprehensive exam, all right, and there is a written exam covering all the fields of oral implantology, and there is case presentation to be documented on a certain documentation form. So the participants who are willing to have this internationally accepted certificate, they need to pass the 2 exams, the part 1 written and the part 2 oral exam, after they submit the required cases, because there will be a minimum of 50 cases completed okay, for the general practitioner and 25 cases from the specialist in any field of dentistry related to implantology, which is the oral surgery, the prosthetics, and the period. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, this curriculum of the Tamimi Academy of the IBOI is recognized as part of the master's degree in the University of Duisburg in Germany, and this master's program is conducted with the International Medical College, and we are having uh, cooperation with them for the past 10 years, and a lot of the students have already been recognized and finished these master's degrees. And the master program, just briefly, it is a part-time program and it's online lessons. And also, of course, there's some practical training involved in Germany and some cases that should be done under supervision. So the participants can then, after that, also write masterpieces and finish all the theoretical and the clinical requirements that is needed. And as I explained to you that IDOI requirements are part of the master, then they can do the masterpieces and finish the exam of the master after the second year. So this is the as a summary of our track of education, which will lead the general practitioner who is really willing to have a high in-depth education. He can follow our track from A to Z. So me being involved in teaching in the implantology, I have more than 1,500 students. They already been with me for a 1 year program. They got recognized and certified. More than 150 students they already finished their master's degree. They are all successful now in their life and in their career. And we are proud to continue this mission in a new way, modified and upgraded to be the new generation of education. Let me explain to you for the people who are really willing to have a good standard education from A to Z, instead of collecting just some courses here and there, some company courses or some workshops or master classes. No, they can follow 1 year step-by-step education. So, for example, in our curriculum, what we teach, there is 1 weekend, 2 days, all right, will be general instruction oral implantology. So we are discussing everything overall about implantology, so the participants they know their challenges and what they need to learn during the coming year. Then 4 weeks later will be another module for 2 days also. We discuss the surgical anatomy of the head and neck because anatomy is very important for placing the implant for doing any surgery in the oral cavity. Then, of course, we are dealing with the human, so we review with the colleagues and we discuss with them all the emergencies, the anesthesia, pharmacology, medically compromised patients, or the emergencies that can have in the clinic, so they know how to deal with patients, because now the dentist who wants to perform implants is dealing in a non-routine daily practice. That means you are opening a flap, you are dealing with the blood, you are dealing with nerves, so you want to place implants with high safety to your patient. Then later on, we will discuss a special module of 2 days. We discuss everything about the planning and radiology, from CT, how to make the surgical guide, how to study your case, how to make a proper treatment plan, and discuss this with a professor of radiology. Later, then there will be a special module for basic surgical procedures in implantology. So the dentist who come into this program will understand all the basic surgical procedures related to implantology. These 2 days are not enough, and we upgraded our curriculum to make another advanced 2 days courses because now there is a lot of new techniques in implantology. So we realize that one module or 1 weekend is not really enough to cover everything. After this, also our participants can go for 2 modules. Each one of them is for 2 days to discuss all the prosthetic aspects in dental implantology and then how to deal with the major cases and the big cases, the prosthetic plan. and this is very important. That's why we have two modules for people. Then we move to the soft tissue management and periodontics and peri-implantitis and augmentation and all of these procedures. So we also have two modules. Each one of them is 2 days to focus on all the related topics about augmentation and so on. So you can see this 1 year program with a total of 20 days divided on over 10 modules, and of course the participants they have some homework, some literature review, things to do and to study, so that the space between the modules it has different targets. First of all, we need to give time for the participants because they will go home with lots of literature to review and study after these two intensive courses. That's why we give a space for weeks between one module and the other. And the other point, we give also a space for our students if they want to start their cases, so they would know what is going on in their cases and they can get the theory behind it and understand the concept of the of course, for recognizing these people's efforts who are really beginners and came and did this 1 year program, they will definitely get the fellowship in oral implantology immediately after they finish this 1 year program. Of course, everybody's target is to have this prestigious certificate, the International Board of Oral Implantology. And why this is very important certificate? Because there's a board of directors from the world leading implantologists around the world. They will testify the dentist and say this dentist, this implantologist has a high competence in oral implantology. And this is very important because now there is a lot of hundreds and thousands of implantologists in each city and each country around the world. And we all know there are some excellent implantologists and there are some people who are really just preparing a hole in the bone and putting a screw. And there is a big difference between these two. So how the society will know who is a good implantologist or a bad implantologist, of course, about the qualification. So now the people are aware. If they want to do implants, they want to go to a dentist that he is, okay, qualified, that he is certified. And this international certification of the IBOI will tell the community, the society, the dentist around, if you want to refer this kind of cases to a colleague, that this person is on a high level of competence in implantology. That's why this certificate is not an easy thing to get. It needs a very in-depth education and training because our continuing education points out of our 1 year program is 200 CE points. And people who will sit for this exam, they will also be prepared for the exam with the comprehensive board review module. So they meet the examiners, they discuss their cases, then the second day is the big day where they need to pass with 70% score, okay, the written exam, which is covering all aspects of implantology. And with this part one is not really enough to get the certificate. You need to make case presentations and discuss the cases. So you need to submit 10 cases to the examination committee. And the examination committee will choose 5 of the 10 cases. And they discuss with you in depth, in detail, surgical aspects, prosthetic aspects, periodontal aspects, the maintenance, the follow-up for the cases that you have done. And once the board of directors or the examination committee are fully satisfied that you deserve to have this certificate and you already passed the written exam, then you will have the diplomatic status of the IBOI, you will have the gold medal of the IBOI, and this you can be proud for your achievement. You will be proud of yourself that there is a board of directors, they testify and they say, yes, you deserve this degree. And this is really very important to have it. I have the honor to be the president of the IBOI, the head of the board of directors. Together with me, there are 30 professors around the globe, deans of dental schools, famous surgeons, opinion leaders, and around the world. They are all came to be part of the IBOI, and I thank all of them for their participation. and they will be examining the colleagues around the world who are interested to have this certificate to be part of this big family. And this is really very important to have such certificates, especially in some countries where you cannot place implants. So, for example, in the Gulf countries, I have a lot of colleagues and students who cannot place any implants in their patients in these countries unless they have a special privilege license in implantology. And with the IBOI qualifications, once they have the IBOI, they are eligible to get this privilege license. So it's really important to be certified. And I promise you, all around the world, many dental associations and regulatory bodies are moving into a direction because of also malpractice, because of a lot of mistakes that some colleagues did for their patients, and they want now to regulate and to put rules and regulations for replacing implants, because it's not really a simple dental procedure. It's a completely different issue. And with our teamwork, as you can see here, with the cooperation of our partner university in Germany, the International Medical College, and the Tamimi Academy at the American Institute, and with the board of directors of this prestigious certificate, and with Gardner Dental Implant Center that I founded 28 years ago, and now we are having expanded to Qatar and to Orlando. This is a good practical training, okay, platform for the colleagues who want to perform implants. They don't have enough cases, and they want to place their implants to break the eyes under supervision to work with confidence. Yes, they can do these cases into Gardner Dental. So this is my 15 years experience in teaching 1 year curriculum in oral implantology. I want to share it with you, and I just want to show you also some photo gallery to give you an idea about our concept of education. So, for example, the theoretical part, we do it in a very nice, okay, ambience. We do it in a five-star hotel because all our participants are dentists who are coming, all right, to relax after their TV work and to study not in a classical university atmosphere, but in a good venues, and that's where we do our modules every time. Of course, as I said, the colleagues who finish this 1 year curriculum and they want to have the IBOI, they will sit for a written exam. Okay, they will do an oral exam. It's a discussion. It's an oral exam with 3 to 4 different stations. One about surgery, one about prosthetic, one about periodontics, one about anatomy, one about radiology. So each participant will have the chance to discuss and be examined orally by 3, 4 different professors who will accumulate all the marks at the end and decide if these colleagues can really have this certificate. Of course, also we care about the social part. We need our participants to enjoy the courses, so we always have a good coffee breaks and lunch. So I believe this is really important. Also, the education to be in a good atmosphere. We are doing our courses everywhere, in Jordan, in Kuwait, in Sudan, in Iran, in Croatia, in Japan. We are moving with our courses to many, many, many countries. And now, this year also, we are starting in Russia, in Moscow, because we believe, all right, especially for the young dentists, it's not really easy to travel just to get a good education. So now the world is very small, let's say village, so the participants can have their education in their own country, all right? And now also there is no borders in the language because there is simultaneous translation, okay, from English, which is our official language of the IBOI modules and courses, to Russian, to Spanish, to Arabic, or whatsoever. And of course, during our 1 year program, you can see our students how eager they are to learn because we do hands-on training and we teach them even the CDR as you can see here. So they are really trained and educated and just the idea how to place the implant on models before they touch the patient. And I will share with you also the practical training which we have it in our recognized institutes. So, for example, Garden Dental Implant Center in Amman, Jordan, hosted for many, many, many years, 45, 15 years, lot of practical training for the colleagues. So the dentists can place their implants. The supervisors are there. They are making sure that the dentists are doing their cases with confidence, with safety for their patients. They understand the concept of sterilization. They understand the concept of placing the implants in a good planning, because the treatment plan is discussed with the supervisor before the dentist can open the lab or place the implant. So that is the concept. The students will discuss the cases with the supervisor, then they start to work, and there is a supervisor who makes sure that they make no mistakes. And also from our experience, especially the beginners, they will work with confidence when they have somebody is supervising them. This is our first master class for our students who are recognized with our certificate, and that gives me memories back to 2007. We're talking about now 13 years. It's really a lot of our graduates. They finished the master's degree with our partner university. They travel together. They have now with their alumni really a lot of memories that we can cherish. Also, our students, when they finish, they get this certificate. There will be a big celebration, and this is, I will show you the previous year celebration where our students they finished their hard work and their examination, and they were getting their certificates in a big party, as you can see here. And this is really important, and we can see in different countries, the president of the countries, sometimes the ministers of health, we invite them to handle the certificates for our students. We believe this prestigious ceremony or celebration of handling the certificate is really important for the participants to share on Facebook, on social media. They want to tell their families, they want to tell their patients, they want to tell your colleagues, they want to tell all the people around that they work very hard and they are different. They are receiving this certificate. So that will remind all of us as a dentist when we graduate from our dental school how happy we were when we received our certificate. And now it is the same time coming for you to get a higher degree in education. You're not only a dentist now, you work very hard, you are focusing on implant dentistry in your clinic, you want the whole society, you want all the patients that you are treating, that you are different from the others, that you have the BOI certificate. What does that mean? It means that this certificate, you got it because there's a board of directors, there's a university professor, a high level of people. They came and they said, yes, we examined this dentist, he passed the written exam, he has excellent cases, he deserves to have this type of certificate. So it's very important whenever you are in Moscow, or you are in Germany, or maybe you are in the US, or you are in any of the Arab countries. I need to be different from the other implantologists in my area. I need to show on my business card, on my clinic logo, everywhere that I have the IBOI, because this is an internationally accepted certificate around the world in implantology. And from my experience, because I was the leader of the German board for 15 years, and I know a lot of colleagues who are also board of directors in the American board. So these are the two boards were available in the state, in the globe. And now the International Board of Oral Implantologists came to show the people, no matter where they are practicing internationally, as long as you are a dentist licensed in your country, you are eligible to sit for this.